Alright, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to use Ultimaker Cura. This will be used to set up our Ulti 2 Plus we have in our lab. The Dremels, Prusas, and Taz printers all use some sort of similar slicing software. So if I show you how to use Cura, you should be able to set up jobs in any of the other programs. I'm also going to show you how to use PolarCloud because that is used to set up jobs for the Flash Forges. So here is Cura. If you want to add a printer, if this is your first time using it, the window will automatically pop up for you to add the printer. But if not, what you want to do is you want to go to Preferences up here, Configure Cura, and then you get this pop-up box. From that, you want to go to Printers, click Add, and then you can add a printer. We don't have any networked printers, so you're just going to go to add a non-networked printer, and you can see that there's a long list of printers that you can use with Cura. We just want the first choice, the Ultimaker B.V, and we want to choose the Ultimaker 2 Plus. Once you are done, all you have to do is come over here and click the blue Add button. I've already added the printer, so I won't be doing that. Once you do that, you then have this screen right here. Up here where it says Ultimaker 2 Plus, if you click on that, if you have more than one printer, this is where you would change between the different printers you have. The next one where it says generic PLA, that is where you change the material. We only want to be working with generic PLA, so that should all be set up there for you. And we also have a 0.4 millimeter nozzle on it. The last one is where you want to go to your settings. So if you click on it, you're going to see that you kind of get a drop down right here. If you don't see this where it has all the settings, you need to click on Custom, and that will give you these settings here. So you want to change the settings. So in the quality section, 0.2, ignore the initial layer height, ignore the shell, go down to infill, make it 15% infill density, grid infill pattern, and that should be about it. You're only going to generate supports if you need it. The last thing is that skirt. You want to make sure that it's changed to skirt for the build plate adhesion type. After that, and you've checked all that your settings are good, you can go up here where it says normal 0.5 millimeters, click the down arrow, and you can create a profile from the current settings or overrides. You might as well name it something that you know, so like 3D PC 0.2 millimeter quality. And it's going to add you your custom profile that you can then use over and over again for all of your parts. From there, now that you have your settings all done, to open a model, just go up here to the little file button, click open, find your model. Let's see, I don't have any right now, but you'll click on it. It'll upload, you'll click slice, and then download. You're going to download it to an SD card for the Ultimakers, and then I think USB for pretty much everything else. We have an SD card reader that is on our table in the lab, so you can just grab that, plug it into your computer, and you're all good there. Alright, now we're going to move on to the PolarCloud. The PolarCloud is all online, so you won't be using it from your personal computers. You will be using it online on our main computer in the lab. It should already be bookmarked or up, but if it is not, just search up Polar 3D in like the search bar, find the link, and go to it. If it's not signed in, what you want to do is click the green sign in button in the corner, sign in with Google, and choose our club's Gmail account, so Purdue 3D PC. Once you do that, you'll be logged in and we can start setting up a job. To set up a job, we need to go to Make up here, then Printers, and we'll get a list of our printers. Drem 1 and 2 are on here, but we will not be using the PolarCloud for the Dremels because the settings are messed up. So please use the Dremel slicer that you will download on your personal computers. But the Flash Forges, the printers under the table, that is what the PolarCloud is used for. And you can see that we have FF01 all the way to FF08. But we don't have all 8 working, we only have 3. That is fine. It doesn't matter which one you click on, just click on one. The settings are all the same. And because none of our printers are connected to a network, you're going to have to do this manually. So to do that, you want to go to Build Plate. And once you have your build plate, you can upload your job using the blue cloud button. It'll let you upload your job, click on your thing, find your files, all that jazz stuff. Once you have your placement, it'll give you options to rotate, scale, move, just like any other printer. Go to the print settings, choose PLA 0.2 millimeters medium quality, and you also can change it here as well, but we want to make sure it's medium quality. It's already set to our 15%, our 0.2 millimeters, and our skirt adhesion type. If your part needs support, go ahead and choose which support type it needs. If it doesn't, choose none. Then click this print button. It'll turn blue once you have a model there. Once you've clicked the print button, you'll automatically be sent back to this home page right here, and you'll see that your job went into this queue right here, and we have 4 right here. You'll see the progress of slicing on your job. It'll say either slicing or slicing completed. Once it says slicing completed, you can click on the 3 dots, scroll all the way down, download the G-code file to a flash drive, rip the flash drive out of the computer, throw it on a printer, press the buttons on the printer, and start the job. That's really all on how you use the PolarCloud. If you have any questions, you know where to find me. Feel free to ask.